Recording, and yeah, we are in action. So yeah, we're gonna speak about divine feminine, divine masculine energies, about yin and yang energies, how to balance them, what is the purpose, and perhaps we're gonna reach the yoga tantra, and how to reach all that enlightenment. It's pretty, I think it's really important topics that especially to speak about these days, and we have wonderful person, Yogi, like who's healing, with Reiki, who's practicing yoga, who has lots of enlightenment in himself, and it's really nice to connect with him. Even in evening.
Thank you.
So yeah,
Thank you.
It's really a pleasure, to connect with people, and this video gonna be shared on YouTube. So who gonna be fancy to resonate and something just to share with your friends, and something like this. As more people gonna reach this, more people know about this and how to connect. Because in these days it's really important, especially that we are ascending in this new world. So we are able to connect that feminine and masculine energies when you're looking in previous lives that people used to be suppressed. For example, boys used to be taught, to suppress their feelings and don't show these feelings, and just you don't have to cry, you're masculine, you are strong, you have to be strong. And women are now pushed to become that feminist, even almost like we are going astray. But this is a feminine, this is more like sounds like an ego and something like this. So it's really important to speak that we have in ourselves and all around us, in all of the world, in plants, and all of the things are like masculine and feminine energies, who are like creative energies, who are logical energies, and both of them are really important. It's like day and a night. It's like opposites who are creating that beauty. So yeah. What do you think about this?
Yes, thank you, Lina. First of all, let me offer my namaste and love and light to all the participants, and gratitude. Namaste and gratitude to Lina for bringing us together. Now you are so eloquent, I can only share my inner experience in few words, because I never studied English, Lina. I never went to school.
That's good, as long as you're understanding.
So, from where all this began, from where all this, the meditative experience leads us to realization that absolute whole, the ultimate, the one without second, desired to experience love. So therefore, we can say that love is the first thought. Love is the only thought which is not binding in its purity. Of course, in its lower, when it becomes, when we say conditional love,
yes.
that is binding, and unconditional love is liberating. So love, in order to experience, I have posted an image of Shiva Shakti, the duality, the male and female, the pairs of opposites rose in order to experience time and space, male and female, day and night, hot and cold, good and bad, the duality. Now what we see around, what we observe, that in this interplay of duality, we are searching for happiness, because that was the first thought. Love as happiness. However, we search it outside in the duality, right? So in the pairs of opposites. And this is the play of whole creation, male and female. And in male also there is female, and female also there is male. But in male, the male aspect is more predominant, and female is, in a female, the feminine aspect is more predominant. Now, the experience, the universal experience, the how yoga is a universal inner technology of self-realization or attaining the ultimate lasting peace, happiness, security. Because what happens is whole life goes trying to find love, happiness, joy in this duality, in the pairs of opposites.
Yes.
Now, one is looking for a happiness which is not transient and which increases, which doesn't decrease, but it doesn't happen
Mm-hmm.
because the object, the very nature of the outside world is transient, whether they are relations or whether they are objects. So one gets frustrated, and ultimately one turns one's focus within in meditation to connect with the what he was lacking. So if a man is looking for happiness in a woman,
Mm-hmm.
as against that, first he finds unity with the woman aspect of himself within in meditation. And then he shares it with a member of opposite sex. Then he's not begging happiness, joy, pleasure from other body. He is sharing his realization.
Yes.
So the yoga offers us techniques of being aware of this interplay of yin and yang, masculine, feminine and masculine energies, and become sensitive of this interplay in everything in nature.
Yes.
When we inhale through left nostril, that is yin, feminine, moon, we are taking in moon energy, feminine energy in.
Mm-hmm.
And in a healthy person, they alternate universally, whether one is Chinese, whether one is Japanese, whether one is Russian, whether one is American. In a healthy human being, breath alternates from yin to yang, from yang to yin. And thus, inner electrochemical balance between feminine and masculine is maintained. Then, for a little while, for few seconds, something beautiful happens. The breath flows in the central channel, which is neither feminine nor masculine.
Mm-hmm.
And that is the opportunity of uniting and balancing
Okay.
yin and yang energies within, and expanding that duration when the breath is flowing in neither feminine nor masculine, when it is mixing equally both the energies together in the central channel. Now, why there is so much? So therefore, I just indicated one aspect of yoga. Yoga recognizes that since it is ingrained, the yearning thirst for love, for happiness, and the resultant security. We ultimately, yogis contemplated in the caves in their inner laboratory,
Mm-hmm.
and they devised different ways for different kind of nature of people. So like someone is more physically predominant, they recommended karma yoga for them. Somebody is more mentally developed, evolved, so jnana yoga. Someone is more emotional heart, more loving, so bhakti yoga. Love, love, love.
But
So then there are people who are very passionate,
yes,
restless. They they want to attain the source in no time. So for them, there is tantra. Tantra, the body itself. hmm, The body is the shrine of the source, which
so
has given birth to everything in the creation. And so, for those people, the extremist lover, the Tantra. So, probably in Kali Yuga, one of the most relevant and powerful thing, because the passion, the desire is very powerful. The electromagnetic pull of earth is very strong. And so therefore, Tantra in its right context, which begins from Yam, Niyam, Asan, Pranayam, Pratyahar, Dharana, Dhyan, and in between there are Yantra, Mantra, and then leading to oneness. This, we will come back to this dimension again, back. So now, this, the times we are living in, why there is so much awareness, especially in young ones, about sacred masculine and sacred feminine, and healing them and uniting them and the transcending, and because we are at a point when the five elements has been polluted, destroyed by the extreme yang energy, the extreme masculine energy, which is focused on objects outside, on science, on exerting control in external world, on exploiting nature, treating nature as separate from itself in its extreme context. And everything has to be logical thinking, analyzing, judging, and scientific.
mhm,
Mind, mind, mind. So therefore, the gross body, which is consisting of five elements, it has become polluted. All the intake through five senses is polluted. And earth is in ICU right now. The
yeah,
very earth is in ICU, the only home we have. And whatever is happening to five elements outside is happening inside our body, because our gross body consists of five elements, and both are energetically connected. So nice to see you, Victoria, from Lithuania. Bless you, bless you. So, so therefore, now the pendulum is shifting towards sacred feminine, which is nurturing, sharing, caring, emotions, creative, accepting, compassionate. And so therefore, we are moving in the dimension of new age, which will be predominant by feminine energy in us, around us. And therefore, in a place like Bharat, there is a great movement of worshipping the goddess energy, invoking the Durga form to usher in the new age more peacefully, let the Mother Earth transition through these birthing pangs in a more gentler way, and lead us to that state when we won't be gravitating outside because we lack the duality. We will function from oneness of heart space. And that time is almost there. In fact, energetically, we can access it. And this is the, so therefore, the yogic experience, the yoga in daily life, this awareness of interplay of sacred feminine and sacred masculine energies, and balancing, balancing once we are able to function in our daily life, whether it is outside business or in family, from that balance, by grounding in heart space, then we are able to access the source of pure love and light, which is hidden in the core of our being. And then it becomes beautiful. Each and every moment of life becomes magical. We share our fullness from our heart. We no longer move around as beggar of happiness, peace, and security. Wherever we are, we radiate these energies, and our very presence, then the higher forces, we become like a beacon of light, and wherever higher forces want us to move, then that is, we become an instrument. What is this business of new age light worker? So this is my perspective, my experience, my feeling from my heart. Now, the tantric dimension, the body is sacred. It is treated as the shrine of the source energy. And this very body, which can pull us down into the quicksand of sense fulfillment, and leading to a space when one desire leads to another and to another and to another, and we lose control on our senses, to being a master of our desires and our senses, and constantly living this integrated awareness experience of merging yin and yang energies in our heart space, the constant orgasmic bliss. There may be a partner, there may not be a partner. If partner is required, higher forces will send. But then there is no sense of lack or wanting. One is complete in oneself. There may be few gentle beginning exercises, which if we have time in 5 or 10 minutes, we can share together, work it together, Lina.
Yeah, that sounds good.
So right now, I leave it to any question on what I said till now, any doubt and question anyone has.
For example, I'm interested. Then we are merging two energies. When we're merging that feminine divine and masculine divine energy, um, from my own experience, like it's exactly the same as you said. Like feminine divine is like nurturing that creative, flexible love, And that masculine divine is a strength, it's a loyalty, and that's self-esteem when you can. And when you're merging both of these energies, you are capable to achieve everything as you think you can achieve everything, because you are fulfilled of all of the energy, and you're not attached to desires which you want to have, or if you are not having. For example, to have love, people usually trying to find a partner, but they don't
Yes.
realize that in the beginning they can find that love in themselves, because
Yes.
we are everything, and we are love, we are nature, we are nourishing. So we can achieve everything if we want to, once we are merging everything and once everything is in balance. When one of a side is taking that, overcoming another side, in that case we are having imbalance. And this imbalance can manifest not only like emotionally, but also can manifest as a like dry skin or something like even the body can react, because body as within so without, as above so below. So everything is really related. So as you're feeling better inside in your emotions, in your spiritual life, you're spreading that bliss, and your body is changing, because it's like a mirror of your emotions and your spirituality to your physical thing, because everything is related.
Yeah. Absolutely. See, in ancient times and still in the villages in Bharat, the whole life, uh, putting yoga in daily life from morning till night, and all the rituals from birth till death were fashioned in such a manner with the awareness of these two energies and keeping them in balance. And the secret of manifesting anything, the bottom line is active, the extent of activation of the Anahata chakra of heart space is the extent of our power to manifest people, circumstances, and the environment around. So therefore, if I drive in a very crazy, the traffic is really, really crazy in big Indian cities, right? So
Yes,
I drive with a control of the immediate environment around me, right? So even if a drunkard comes and drives, he's not going to hit me, right? This is the beginner's power anybody can experience, or manifesting a parking slot. You start experiencing the extent of our grounding of these two energies and uniting them in our heart space, which leads to our not being a beggar of love, of physical closeness, of attraction in another human body. And which paradoxically then only attracts a partner who can take us together. We can evolve, accelerate, assist each other, and it leads to sensitivity of the exchange of energies at the level of karma, at the level of DNA, when two bodies become intimate. So therefore, in the tantric dimension of yoga, all these aspects were known and taken care of, so that it was, because it was realized that the sex is not like food, it is not like one night stand.
of course.
Once you have sex, once you become physically intimate even with a stranger for 15 minutes, the energetic connect is there for rest of the life. So now there is so much workshops happening of cord cutting,
Yes,
cutting cords. There are so many workshops happening of DNA detox, DNA clarification. There are so many workshops happening of yoni healing, of genitals de-armoring, because sensitivity is lost, whole body orgasmic capacity is lost. Now, the effort of realized yogis, the real happiness, joy of a yogi is when these students are able to access a joy which is far greater than the sex at physical level or the few seconds of orgasm, because they can't be sustained and it's a big issue. So they are charging thousands of dollars for teaching. Yogis are teaching this dry orgasm, because a woman is multi-orgasmic and man is limited. So therefore, if a man can afford to have dry orgasm, then he can do his job
Is it
more
possible?
dutifully. Sorry?
Is it possible,
Sorry?
like, to have a dry orgasm?
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. Because the ancients realized, the yogis realized, it was not about satisfying, or it was about fulfilling one's duty, and then realizing that what we eat today, it takes 8 months or more to convert into the fluids which comes out during the emissions, during the release during orgasm. Now, if we can hold these without straining our nervous system and channel them up to something which is called in Ayurveda ojas. Ojas means a person is not going to fall sick. Whatever bacteria, virus, nothing will affect him. He is able to heal himself. So when I was wandering in the Himalayas, I got throat cancer. I healed myself. After that, I had to heal my lungs. So one gets confidence of living as long as the mission requires and not being helpless puppet in the hands of destiny. So immense possibilities, wonderful possibilities opens up, which unfortunately now yoga has been reduced only to body, and tantra has been reduced only to soft porn. So in tantra, sex is just a drop, and love is an ocean. Tantra is a part of yoga, and probably and really I say always tantra begins when there are no desires left. Over to you, Lina. Yes, gentleman has a question.
Probably.
Yes.
Yes.
Anybody has any question? Namaste. Please feel free.
I do have a question, please. Yogiji, is there any tool to properly obtain pratyahara, or it will come by itself through dhyan, or we can employ some technique or tool to practice pratyahara?
Yes. Before we come to pratyahara, if we fairly accomplish achievement of yama and niyama and asana and pranayama, then only pratyahara will happen naturally. You need not do it anymore, because by then two things will happen. Number one, we will be able to see and experience the same as sacred masculine and same sacred feminine interplaying in everything, whether it is a insect, a creature, a dog, a pet, or a human being, right? So our interaction and attitude will change. And number two, our senses will start getting some juice with it. So our sensual perceptions, of which tempts our mind to be restless and run outside into shopping malls and clubs and uh, cocktail parties and so on, and sex and so on, it will, senses will start inner from inside experiencing some juice, some sweetness, and so they will propel us more towards going deeper within, right? So we can't straight away jump to pratyahara. We have to go back and go back to this map and see how we are at the practice of yam and niyam. Now again, yam and niyam have not, and pranayama and asana, I have not been presented in their right context, because they are very deep and they are very demanding. They demand certain commitment. They demand focus. And now the current yogis realize, those who are selling yoga, nobody will come to them with that kind of strict demand of discipline, you know. So firstly, that nobody, hardly students know about yam and niyam and the deeper dimension, and how till we do not perfect asana, pranayama will not happen. So really, if you are able to sit for 3 hours unmoved in an asana, then only you can move on to pranayama, right? So I am having an effort of bringing these hidden dimensions, which are nowhere in the book. So all these books on yoga, they do not talk of these dimensions, which were passed on from word of mouth, from guru to shishya. That is how really yoga was taught in Gurukula tradition. I wish you all the best. Right? I hope you got the answer to your question. Bless you.
Thank you.
Now with lockdown, more pratyahara will happen naturally with Corona lockdown. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, Lina.
Beautiful, beautiful. So, for example, if we are wanting to balance, back into the topic, if we are wanting to balance these two energies,
Yes.
I know that it's not only, you know, the yoga meditation, but it's also like we have to have a look what we are eating, what we are putting in our bodies, what we are drinking, and how we are thinking.
Absolutely.
Because
Yes.
as everything is a part, and everything is a frequency. We are frequency which we are radiating, and we have to
Right.
consume that similar frequencies. What other
Right.
or similar things is for balancing these that these energies could merge, you know, together, and from black and white only would become, you know, the gray one?
Yeah. Lina, if we observe a newborn baby and a toddler, and if a toddler is in a room with lot of food stuff, chocolate, chips, fruits, 100% the toddler will gravitate towards fruits, fresh fruits, strawberries, bananas. He will not even look towards potato chips or that chocolate. Now, why is it so? In no sense. He is still abiding in his heart space. Now, so if we go, olden days when I will go as a child in the ashrams, whole day they are doing alternate nostril breathing. They are just balancing the sacred masculine and sacred feminine to reawaken that innocence, which, thanks to this conditioning, is so therefore the beginning, it's very interesting. The beginning of yoga is from worshipping, from honoring the divine masculine and divine feminine, in separation, and then in unity, and beginning from here, balancing the right and left hemisphere of brain, healing the right and left side of body by alternating consciously the breath in the nostrils. And then once one will, then the guru will put him through so many diets, fasting, detoxing, shad kriyas, 6 techniques at least of all the orifices to be absolutely cleaned of the body, right from top to bottom, everywhere detox, all the cells are bright and shining with prana. And then the guru will say, now you are ready for letting Shiva and Shakti, which are representative of the pair of sacred, feminine and masculine. Now you can venture to awaken this energy in your heart space, because really, if they unite together in absolute unison, then there will be an implosion, the body will go, right? So
Yes.
therefore, even yogis who no more need to be in the body, somebody is smoking, somebody is eating fish, somebody is wearing gold, because they say, if we don't do it, we will leave this body. The purity is, this world of impurity cannot hold that state of union of purity of the ultimate yin and yang forces within. However, there are inner inbuilt mechanisms, and it's a beautiful ecstatic journey. And one and more, the roadmap is there in 8 steps, and more we succeed. We start feeling that inner juice, that inner joy. And yes, then this diet comes naturally, the awareness of our body, nature. Of course, Ayurveda defines it more, Vata, Pitta, Kapha, and so the Western world likes more free living and structured thinking. Everything has to be structured. Free living. Don't tell me what to do. Free. It's my life. In India, it was structured, controlled living, but free thinking. So they went to Mars in meditation, and they wrote the surface. No need of polluting the earth with expensive rocket fuel and all that. Right?
Yes.
So in the ancient, I remember when my parents will take me as a baby, I will hold their hands and go, this yogi is coming in the city and he's talking about surface of moon. He's talking about surface of Mars. Then he's telling us, today I'm busy, I have to go to Mars. There are yogis meeting there in the Mars. I'm going there. I'm meditating, leave me alone. It's so exciting and beautiful. The adventure of inner exploration far surpasses any outer thrills of bungee jumping or these so-called adrenal rush daring sports. Yes, please. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, so happy. Yes, please tell
Also,
me.
you mentioned that it's necessary to detox the body, and the briefing during the yoga for all of the merging is really important. Is there any certain, like repetitions for the beginners or for advanced people who are uh, who has to deal with, when we are, for example, for the people who are just beginning to come into the yoga, but we want to merge these energies, we are doing all of the detoxifications, we are fasting. Is there any like the major facts which we have to go through for the yoga, for the breathing, because there's a working two brain parts, is there's like inhaling as a 4 times, 20 times and something like this. Is there's like a sequence for these things? For how long should we start to do this?
How long? What?
Like,
I couldn't get you.
okay, we have a beginner participant who is practicing yoga for the merging both of energies, and as the brains are
Yeah.
working in both of the parts,
Mm.
is there any sequency which for the breath, like intake like a
Yeah.
5 seconds, when holding the breath for the, I don't know, 30 seconds, and then releasing the body,
Ah,
releasing the breath, and then holding again? And
yeah.
how many repetitions should we do?
Right. Now, now, to begin with, when we talk of pranayama, we are talking of the most powerful force in the world, prana. Right.
Like,
Number one. Number two, when it comes to holding breath in or holding breath out, we are using this pneumatic force, and nerves have to be strong. So at the beginner's level, holding breath in or out are not recommended. At the beginner's level, in general, one is advised at least 10 to 20 minutes morning and the same duration in the evening. Simply do alternate nostril breathing to balance yin and yang energies, masculine and feminine. Now the diet will depend on in which, whom, what is predominant. In somebody, feminine is more predominant, will be required more masculine diet. In someone, there is masculine dimension is more predominant, will need more feminine diet, right?
what
So
do you mean by saying feminine and masculine diet?
yeah, so the diet, for example, let me give, instead of saying so many words, like tubers, tubers have more earth energy, right?
Yes.
Fruits hanging on the branches, very fast producing. Tubers take long time. So they have more sun energy, hmm? Energy of the heavens, right?
Yes.
The ones which have stayed longer in the bowels, in the womb of Mother Earth, have more feminine energy. So that's why for grounding, if you feel spacey, you are supposed to eat more tubers, roots. However, at this point of time, it is a big issue to keep yourself grounded. So therefore, the foods like sweet potato, beetroot, carrots, of course, all organic better. Hmm? Peanut, peanut tofu, peanut butter, peanut curd. Hmm? Avoid milk and milk products because they are having tortured. They are, of course, if you can get milk and milk product of a happy mother cow who has first fed her baby, free range mother cow, that is amritam. That is very good. Hmm? So right now we need to remove toxins from our cells so that they can absorb more photon light, more prana, which is ascending more and more and more, overwhelming people, making them restless, making them indulge in more into sensuality, more drinking, binge, and so on. So spirulina,
Yeah.
chlorella, uh, these seaweeds, in Japanese consume a lot. Nori, kombu, and all this Japanese seaweed. Miso, which is the highest alkaline Japanese soup, miso. Onion, red chili, taken in a particular way to fight off this 3G, 4G, 5G now. So in order to protect your sensitive, delicate, especially the circuits of your brain, red chili whole fried in butter oil. They are used in Indian curry and Indian chutney, in South Indian chutney. Excellent. Onion, freshly cut, sprinkled lime, excellent. Even for those who use a lot of smartphone. because you are holding it in your hand, and your hand is an extension of your heart, even if you are keeping it away from your body. And so therefore heart is very, very sensitive to electromagnetic fields, even getting transferred from your palm, right? So
Absolutely.
therefore
Even
there is
all
so
of the Reiki energy, is going through the palms, so
yes, yes, yes. Yes, ultimately the love is the highest protection. To the extent we are able to go back and stay there at the highest vibratory rate, closer to the source, and hold on to that in our heart space. That is what is really needed now, right? So all this business of twin soul and soulmate is all about, see, more you come away from the source, and finally all are the soulmates. All are the soulmates. Closer, 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 closer to the source than the few soulmates. And then just before the split happened, the soulmate. But why to worry of all that? Why to waste time? When we have straight jet flight straight to the source, then whatever is required, with all loving compassion of this yin yang mother father energy, which we are like in the lap of this yin yang energy, as a channeler of Reiki, which is what really is. So therefore, as a energy worker, as a practitioner of yoga, as a meditator, as someone who is dedicatedly chanting mantra, we are like a little baby safe in the lap of this cosmic masculine and feminine energy, right? So everything is taken care of. So ultimately we let go and drop everything. All this fine, we do whatever we can, but no fear. We do our best, and in the end, oh Lord, now everything I drop at your feet. Oh Lord and oh Mother Cosmic, Mother Father. Time is now. In fact, now, a very important thing, very, very important thing now is of maintaining our body with the blessings of the primordial couple we address as Shiva and Shakti for next 3 years. And if we can do that, then we are immortals. So right now, more we detox and more we hold this light inside ourselves, less we will suffer through this transition. It's very important. More we now compromise on working on ourselves, and we compromise with this business of boyfriend, girlfriend, and party and club and fashion, more we are going to suffer, and maybe we will leave our body in the process. So therefore, right now, there is urgency of focus, priority, because death is in front. It is either darkness, death, or light and the new dimension. The choice is now. Can't be sailing in two boats anymore.
absolutely. Time is now. The thing is that there is no past and there is no future. Every time there is a now, because as you are concentrating to the past, you're just overthinking, and you're just thinking what would be if it would not be. And if you are thinking about the future, in that case, you are stressed about the future. So the time is now, as it is now. We have to be grateful that we are here. It's a gift to every morning to wake up, and
Yeah, see,
we have to work as
yes,
it is.
yes, we take lesson from the past. We have no regrets of the past. We don't feel sad for the past, and we don't expect anything from the future. We are ecstatic, joyful, and again, when it comes to planning, you are living, you are not in a cave. In a cave, you can afford to be absolutely in now, in heart space, right? I
Yes.
went in forest searching a cave, I couldn't find a cave anymore because the forests are now shelters of bad elements mostly. So even finding a cave is so rare. So therefore there is this intelligence of what's happening around, and not letting the negativity affect, and is still staying rooted, grounded in now, in heart space, beyond past and future. Yes, absolutely, I agree with you.
That's good. You mentioned that you have some sort of exercise. Maybe someone has a questions. I'm not sure.
Yeah. How many we have now, listeners?
7.
7.
Someone is logging in. So yeah, if someone wants to ask, you can ask anything. If not, yeah. Vera, do we hear you? Yeah. I think Vera, do you want to ask? Because I don't hear you. I think we have a technical issue.
Yes, next time. So
I do have a question then.
yes.
It is about practices.
Yes.
If japa in the morning, is possible then to omkar by afternoon, or just stick to japa in the morning and then not omkar in afternoon?
Are you married? Do you
No
have
marriage.
a partner? Do you have
No
a
marriage.
partner? Are you
No,
celibate?
Yes.
Are you celibate? Okay. Can you get up around 4 o'clock in the morning?
Yes.
Between 4 and 6. So 5 to 6 is okay. Okay. So 1 hour before sunrise, 1 hour after sunrise, 1 hour before sunset, 1 hour after sunset. But preferably sunrise. Okay. Now you have been given mantra by some guru. You have been initiated.
Panchashari mantra.
Sorry.
Yes.
Pancha. Okay. Oh, Pancha. Okay. So you begin by 6 times invoking Ganapati, Ganesha. Om Gang Ganapataye Namaha. 6 times. Right?
Yes.
Of course, before that you have purified, you have done your daily business and all. You are sitting facing east in the morning. Evening you are sitting facing north. Right? Anytime you can sit facing north. And begin after that with the Om. Om. At least 10 minutes. However, you are breathing all the time. The expansion of Om is in duality into so and hum. Inhaling so, exhaling hum. Isn't it? You are doing that all the time. So be aware of that. That is the essence of Gayatri mantra. After that is this your Panchadashi. Okay. So therefore, you are doing it at your own, or somebody suggested this mantra to you?
What?
Has somebody suggested?
Yes. I was giving this mantra by a Guruji in India, in Rishikesh. And
Okay.
this is Panchashari mantra, Om Namah Shivaya. And I'm doing it every morning at 3:30 a.m. But
How
my
many
question
times?
is, how many rounds? Right now I need 4 rounds of Japamala.
Okay. Since
Yes,
how
4
long you
rounds.
are doing? Since how long?
This is already my third sadhana of this mantra. But my question is, if I can do Omkar meditation by afternoon. Besides
You
the
can,
Japa Mala chanting.
yes, you can do that. You can do you can do that. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Thank you, Yogi Ji.
You can. Now I have a question. Are you feeling too much heat in your body?
Well, this is a warm weather we have here. It's like 40 Celsius degrees, so I'm always warm.
you you try to take some cow ghee. Cow ghee. Okay, you understand cow ghee?
No,
Cow butter oil.
okay, ghee, yes, I know ghee.
You try to consume some ghee, 1 or 2 spoon every day, morning, evening, and do lot of Shitli pranayama.
What pranayama?
Shitli, teeth together, suck in air, and exhale through your nostrils.
Mm. Shitali, no? Shitali?
Yes, yes, yes.
Piece of shit. Fucking head.
Okay, Guruji. Thank you, Ji.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bless you.
Any other questions?
Yes,
Do we have any questions?
I see somebody's face, new gentleman's face. I am seeing.
Someone wants
Yes.
to ask. Because if we don't have any questions, and then
I have one. I just didn't want to interrupt. I'm
all
sorry.
right.
I'm back with my microphone. Hello, Yogi
Yeah.
Kumar. Hello, thank you very much for hosting this Zoom meeting.
Thank you. Welcome.
Thank you very much. I understand that we have to look for everything inside of us. So I would like to know how can you explain to us the Shakti attracts Shiva and the Shiva attracts Shakti, but inside of us, not as seeking for a partner, which is not the case. How can I balance my energy so my energy also wants to be, together?
Yes.
Because sometimes I just feel it wants to be apart inside of me, and I'm like, guys, be friends. But
Yeah.
how can I get them like to mingle and to really
Yeah.
conform into one?
This Shiva Shakti, this sacred masculine, this sacred feminine. Imagine at one side you are holding your right hand to the divine masculine father. Okay? And you are a tiny baby, and left side you are holding your other hand with feminine,
Jogis yra mitinge, tai klausau jo Zoom'e.
beautiful mother
Aš šiaip
energy.
užsisakiau tos stikliukus,
Can you hear
užsakiau
me?
No, somebody's talking. I'm
aromaterapinį
sorry.
aliejų.
Somebody is asking a question.
Okay, I'm gonna move.
Su Jolanta dėl pušų pumpurų.
Yes, now we can continue.
Thank you.
So visualize how carefree we are, how happy we are as a child. Imagine as a baby, 5 year, 3 year, 4 year, when we are walking, holding hands, one side mother and father, and jumping and carefree, isn't it? That is what it is about. Absolutely. Where, if we are true in our love, our beloved will take care of us. And the beloved is right here in our heart space. So more and more we do this alternate nostril breathing. We can take in the goddess from the left, right? And we can take in the divine masculine to the right. And more we merge them within, more and more we purified and stay grounded in heart space. You know, our parents, the cosmic yin and yang ultimate, the source energy, is so loving that if they feel that before final liberation there has to be a man in my life, the Mr. Prince will by all means come to you. You need not go anywhere. Right. So it's about letting go, trusting, raising our vibration, loving ourselves more. See our wanting, the extent of our wanting, our pain, our heartache is the extent of our lack of loving ourselves. Right? So more and more we should take it as a challenge. My body is the shrine of divine love. All is within. The source is hidden in my heart space. I am the all. I have the power to create, control the environment around me. Can you imagine? Right? More we abide in our heart space, more we purify ourselves. The whole world will come to you. You need not go anywhere. If the higher forces decide you be a channel of healing to others through your crystal ball playing.
Seems Matawa Yogi disappeared.
Yeah, I know. Right in the middle of this. Wow. I'm like, don't leave me with all this here, Kumar.
Thank you so much, Lina. It's very interesting.
Thank you for joining me. I'm happy that you are
Thank you,
happy.
Vero.
I'm happy that you are happy, you know.
What do you say? Excuse me?
I am happy that you are happy.
Oh. You think Yogi is coming back soon?
Yeah, he's trying to. Yes, he came back. He came back and disappeared. No, where is he? Yes.
So
Yeah, he's back.
you know, food of gods is music. Right? What it means? With your divine playing of your beautiful crystal balls, you can awaken that divine right in your heart space. Play for him, play for her, both of them Shiva Shakti in your heart space. Beautiful. Make it your sadhana, make it your yoga. Nada Brahma, this is one of the highest yoga, the yoga of sound. Okay? Then it will lead you to inner sound. Okay? Be happy, be ecstatic, shed tears of joy. Your heart is opening up. I'm so happy. Bless you, bless you. I love you. Bless you, bless you.
Me too.
Bless
Thank
you.
you, Kumar.
I always hug you in my heart space. Huh? Feel safe. Feel safe. I hold you in my heart space. Vera, bless you. begin from here.
Bless you. Thank you.
Thank you for being here. Yes, Lina?
Any other questions? Because if not, maybe we can do some sort of exercise.
Little meditation.
Yes.
Of oneness of masculine, and divine.
I think it will be very beautiful.
So I think you have to break it. We will do it now.
But
But
then we have a masculine lesson like this.
So wherever you are, please sit in your, making your back comfortable. Try to keep your backbone straight. Take a couple of deep breaths. Inhale deeply through nostrils. Exhale, breathe out through mouth deeply, pulling your abdomen close to your backbone. As you breathe in, take your breath to your perineum, to your backbone ends. As you breathe out, take your breath to upper lips. Now, as you inhale, take your breath to your toes. Tense your whole body. Tense your body at least from navel to toes and let go, relax. As you breathe out, tense your upper body and let go, relax. Now, as you inhale, imagine you are breathing in through your toes and you are breathing in through top of your head as if your lungs have expanded. And you are bringing this breath to your belly button. And as you bring this breath to your belly button, you tense your whole body and harmonize, balance Panchbhutas, 5 elements, Vata, Pitta, Kapha, which are the manifestation of the sacred masculine and feminine as Shiva and Shakti. So as you hold this breath in, keep tensing your belly button. And as you relax, loosen, let go. One more time as you breathe in through your toes and through your head, bringing this breath to belly button, then tensing your whole body. If you are sitting on chair, you can spread your legs and tense up the whole body from toes to head, focusing on the navel, harmonizing all the 5 elements, balancing. Now let us expand our lungs, breathing system, our nerves into the body of a tree. And we go down and expand roots into Mother Earth through our feet, deep, deep, deep down into Mother Earth. As you inhale, draw in sacred, feminine, mother energy, nurturing energy as light red sap. As you are inhaling, sucking this red sap through your roots into your root chakra. See this red sap spreading to all your muscles, all your bones, strengthening all your bones, strengthening, revitalizing all the cells in your muscles, making your body perfect. See your body as perfect, healthy and normal. Continue for few times this sucking in, and as you are sucking in light red sap, you can also squeeze your perineal muscles, which is called Ashwani Kriya in Tantra. If you keep it squeezed, if you keep your vaginal muscles and perineal and urethra squeezed, and the same for men, there is shifting of the energy upwards. There will not be any ejaculation. Now we are using this technique to suck in light red sap from Mother Earth to revitalize all our channels, to purify our blood, to strengthen our muscles and bones. Now, please move your attention up to your head. Visualize branches going up into the sky. Now, as you inhale, suck in brilliant white, divine, masculine energy from the space, ethers, sky above into your body. See it sparkling, brilliant white, light, golden sparkling, coming to your third eye center between the eyebrows, and from there spreading throughout your body. Revitalizing all your cells with brilliant white light, releasing all weakness, all fear, all anxiety, all restlessness. You become rooted in cosmic consciousness of Shiva, all pervading space, which Shakti, gravitational energy, gives shape of goddess into myriads, three-dimensional objects. Inhale, draw, continue drawing this masculine energy. Now you can bring both your palms. You can do it longer, but we are doing for short time, and bring it center of your chest, heart space, or Anahata chakra. Now, as you breathe in simultaneously, we draw both light red sep to heart chakra from down, brilliant white light from top into the heart chakra. Beautiful mergence of yin and yang, divine, masculine, and feminine energy. If you like, you can visualize that yin and yang. One is platinum, brilliant white, another is light red, moving together, balancing, healing all the yin and yang, negative and positive polarity in each and every cell of my body, opening up them to release all toxins, all darkness at DNA level. See your master DNA between the eyebrows, sparkling, brilliant white, and request, command this, bring this master DNA cell into your heart space. Request, command it to go to all the cells and spread this love, balance yin and yang energies. Spread this love of the source, this light of the source in each and every cell as they release all the darkness, all the toxins, and stop aging. With this power awakened of the divine union in my heart space, I gently command all my cells through this master cell to reverse their DNA coil and stop at the age you want, let's say 26. No more aging. Feel inner bliss, inner joy of oneness with the source in heart space. Let the breath flow through the middle channel as you continue focusing on your heart space. Naturally, the emergence of masculine and feminine breath will happen in your heart space. Both will become one. Now you can bring this ball of light, pink, brilliant white, red, scintillating. You can make it bigger and bigger, and you can sit inside. Let it be your armor throughout the day. Let it be impenetrable armor, your personal Merkaba. No EMF, no 5G, nothing, no negative energy, no negative thought can penetrate this armor around your energy field. So we offer our thanks and gratitude for this beautiful human body to experience pure love of the source, access higher and higher dimension of this energy. Radiate this love, light, healing around us wherever we go silently, and ultimately have courage to become one with this energy. So be it. Amen. Thank you all for being here now, this moment with me. I thank you, Lena, for making this happen, bringing us together as embodiment of goddess energy. It's not about meeting few, 5, 6 people. It's about causing an energy ripple, the whole creation, affecting a qualitative change in the energy of the planet Earth itself. This gratitude with this humility and with the immensity of this knowing, let us slowly take our palms to our eyes. Open your eyes. Take a deep breath. Rub your palms, make them very warm. Release the energy of 5 elements, Panchbhutas. Transfer this energy when your palms become very warm on your face, where we have endings of all the vital organs. To heal, balance the 5 elements inside and outside. All what we did today, we worked on healing the 5 elements within through balancing and healing the divine, feminine, and masculine, and exert this power of oneness. Do our duty, do our role in ushering in new age, new earth by healing the 5 elements outside, by healing the 5 elements within. Thank you for being part of this meditation. Look forward to many more meditations together. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I feel so good. You know,
Lena, this is the meditation exclusively for you. I never did it before. It just flowed. I wanted to do something else, but this flowed.
oh, from the heart, you know, the heart leads.
I'm so happy.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining us. And yes, it doesn't matter, you know, how much people it is, you know, it's the most important thing that we are coming out, you know, with this knowledge. And this video are going to be on YouTube. So you can post it, you can share it if there are going to be people who are going to see this.
Yes.
And as if there is one person, at least from here, you know, who got to know any information, it's the bliss, I think. Like, it doesn't matter the count, the number, it's matter that we are connected.
You prodded me, you brought me out from my shell. Bless you. This is the function of divine goddess, divine feminine. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Bless you.
Right. Thank you, guys. Have a lovely day. Who's having a morning in Peru even. And evening in India, and over here is afternoon. It's 5:30. This is nice. My day is in the middle. So I had nice meditation with nice people, nice talk, and hope you blessed day, and let your light lead you. Let love, spread unconditional love, and always smile, you know, always feel the heart inside yourself.
Thank you all, guys. Thank you all. Much love for you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lina. Thank you, Kumar.
Thank
you
you
very
Looking
much.
forward to joining again. Thank you.